What Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Kengan Omega Chapter 183. So before I get into this recap and live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to the conversation I had with Darmian about chapter 182's art. And it was very, very interesting, so I recommend you check it out. So, last chapter of Kengan Omega, we finished up the fight between Ryuki and Adam, which was amazing, especially since with the first panel of the chapter, it turns out that Darmian actually used AI in the background. Badass as hell. I'm telling you, go look at that Twitter combo I had with Darmian. You will see how cool it is. And I'm telling you right now, that fight is definitely one of the best fights in the series so far. And Lukaku finally made his freaking Kengan Omega debut. Finally, it took you long enough, Sandrovich. Anyways, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us this week. Ooh, this chapter is titled 2 Eliminated. Illegally occupied sector, aka the Inside Hachio Ward. Ooh, so this is the second ward in 2 chapters that we've been to. Welcome. Ooh, we're having a powwow. Head of the Worm, Zia Yan. The Westward faction, Gilbert Wu and Willem Wu. Huh, so this is the inside, huh? Pretty neat place. Hachio is one of the nicer parts of the inside. You should see Rikuko Ward if you really want to lose faith in humanity. And that's the last Nico to Kita Nico. Rikuko, huh? That place is a hellhole. Pretty fitting of a district whose name means 6 worms. Really? Really? I do not remember that. Hold on. Okay. I have the chapter in front of me because I have to reference it in regards to Setsuna, because remember, Setsuna was from a really, really shitty part of the inside, and I'm surprised that it didn't get brought up, which was the Shiki Ward, because in the Shiki Ward, remember, he was getting sold off. Oh god, it was nasty. Remember, his body was sold, organs, all of it. It was really, 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 really bad. So for those of you that don't remember, and this is in chapter 155, the inside is a total area of 48.77 kilometers kilometers square, and it's an unlawful settlement that the Japanese government has effectively given up on reclaiming. And it's a zone with an estimated population of 200,000 where the law has no meaning. Yep. And this is in chapter 155. Meaning of it is not mentioned in chapter 155, which I find interesting though. But anyways, and also I do want to bring this up as well. The Black Messengers were from the Rikuko Ward as well, so did want to bring that up. Hey Eddie, you look a lot younger now. Would you rather I said long time no see or nice to meet you? Whichever one you fancy. I'm a product of cloning in Wei Sheng after all. So you implanted the original's memory into a clone, huh? Then I guess you're pretty much him. Is that your spare with you? Nah, I don't need a spare. He's just my right-hand man. So I'm the only loner, huh? Yan, is Luhan here yet? He's in the middle of a job. I want to point this out. We just saw Lukaku make his debut in the previous chapter, and now we have the other Nico while the last two, Kita and Nico, make this point that he is the only loner here. Sandrovich just confirmed my goddamn theory already that there was a falling out between these two in terms of cloning. Please, I am begging you, just do this already. He says he'll fly over as soon as he's finished up. Then all the Connector's top officers will be here in one place. Wait a minute. I just thought about this. The meaning of the inside. Okay, I want to go back to what was said here. Or, I'm sorry, Rikuko, not the inside. Rikuko is the district. The name means the 6 worms. Something went down between them and Rikuko. I'm telling you, that is going to be a key setting between the falling out of Mukaku and the worms. I am calling that now. Well, specifically, I should say Mukaku and the other Nico. I'm calling that shit now. Anyways, I'd like to introduce Willem to the Connector. Is that a problem? Oh, that shouldn't be a problem at all, but never mind. He should be back eventually. Gilbert Wu, he's the greatest masterpiece of the Westward faction beyond the shadow of a doubt. He's a clone of Edward, the Westward faction's strongest fighter, with improvements made to his DNA, and he inherited Edward's memories and techniques through Wisheng. His combat ability is even better than the original Edward. By the way, Darmian, I need to know over this DNA if you hand drew this or if this was AI. I needs to know. And yet Gilbert swears absolute fealty to the Connector. Remember, the Connector is the embodiment of true reincarnation. Remember, that was said. Is he really human, or is he... Wait a minute. This silhouette looks familiar, doesn't it? Very, very familiar. And also, remember the fear that certain people had a couple of, what was it, a few chapters ago? And remember the Tiger Vessel as well. We have the Tiger Vessel, the True Tiger Vessel, and the Final Omega. I'm telling you, there is something going on with the Connector and his ties to Ryuki and Oma. I am calling that now, as well as there's a reason why Mukaku took Ryuki and left. Very interesting. Now it makes me wonder about Oma. Now this really makes me wonder about Oma even more. I mean, look at the Connector. I love this. I love this transition as well. There's Shen Wulong. This is good. You know the good stuff, Joe. The light and it's light and it goes down easy. I do love a nice heavy beer, but this is fine too. No wonder we get along, Jackie. I'll appoint you as the head of the Hiroshima Beer Association's China branch. This is a great honor, mind you. I fucking love this romance. I do. But I'm telling you, either it's the part of me wants to say it's the beer clouding his judgment, but I just can't underestimate Joji. I can't. If he knows something sus with the with Wulong, and he's just trying to get the liquid courage to like really kick in. Yep. Anyways, Koga's waiting room is just up ahead. Good. I gotta encourage him like a good uncle should. But also, you can kind of compare it to the bromance between Ryuki and Koga as well. I'm asking you, what the hell were you thinking? About what? I don't understand you. Ooh, you really think you beat Adam like that? Huh? But I won, right? I'm advancing to the semifinals and everything. I love these backgrounds. I love it, love it, love it. I love these panels. I want to point this out before I continue. This is reflecting their natures. You have Koga, who's confused. And remember, this man is sheltered, and it's been reflected in the manga thus far how sheltered, and I hate to use the word, but it really is true for him, privileged he is. And look at his aura as well. Look how confused his aura is and how angry it is. And then you look at Ryuki, how the background is soiled, bloody, dirtied, and look how calm and sure Ryuki is. Because remember, the inside is kill or be killed. He's lived it rough. Bullshit, that's not a real win in my book. Koga, the irony of these words coming out of your mouth is fucking unbelievable. Ryuki does not understand what the fuck you're saying, Koga, because did you not remember what this man said to you? He said, bro, this is a different world to him. He comes from a world where it's kill or be killed, you stupid fuck. I'm sorry, Koga, I don't see what you're so mad about. See, he don't understand what you're fucking talking about. Ryuki, do you really mean that? Yeah, what was wrong with it? Looks like an argument. Alright, punch. Alright, punch first, ask questions later. Yeah, good thinking. I love this romance so much. I do. Oma, you get it, don't you? Adam was holding back. And I don't mean, see, look how it's continuing here. And I don't mean he was going easy on you. He was fighting within the bounds of the match so you wouldn't die. He's actually not wrong about that. But look how frustrated his aura is. And look at that background though. And then look at Ryuki. Ryuki's aura, he's starting to get annoyed. He's like, aren't you fucking serious? But you had to go and do that. Darmion, I need to know how you did this panel. This is beautiful. It's like I'm looking at somebody I used to know. Don't pretend you won when you weren't even fighting on the same field. The irony of this is just everything. Oh, forget it. This is all a waste of time. Oh my god, it fucking is a waste of time. Holy shit, it is. Ryuki understands. Ryuki understands this is a waste of time. It's like talking to a wall. When you're dealing with these motherfuckers, Koga, you are being such a Karen. Oh my god, he is. Let's be real. It's like talking to a wall. He's not gonna understand. No. Ryuki made it his point, as fucked up as it is. Ryuki made his point like a while ago. If Koga ain't gonna listen, he ain't gonna listen. Oma is probably the only other person that could understand where he's coming from. Ryuki! Dude, now you can see how mad he is. There's some bloodlust there. I'll be fighting to kill in the next match too. If you want to win, you better fight me on my field. Yeah, you can't be a little pussy, Koga. Ryuki's telling you, you can't be soft. You can't... This is the real world here. You can't, be sheltered from this shit forever. No. He is being real with you. Yamashita, Kazuo, why are you so... Oh, wait, Kazuo, I get what... Oh, fuck me, I fucked this up. Yamashita, Kazuo, I get why you're worried, but words aren't enough to stop Ryuki anymore. We have to trust Koga. Dude, I would not trust Koga with this. I'm so disappointed in myself. If only I noticed the change in Ryuki sooner. Have we met? How can you forget me, Takeda? Narushima Choji, Koga's uncle, remember? I'm not talking to you, Narushima. I'm talking to you. Have we met? No, this is my first time talking to you. You can call me Joe. Try it out. Look at her. Choji, I love you. I see. Sorry, I must have been mistaken. There are a lot of lookalikes out there. No. Oh, I think the intermission's almost over. No! Okay, I want to point this out. You know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna finish this up and then I'm gonna give you my theory on this. Oh my fucking god. I think I know what's going on with this in terms of true reincarnation. Holy shit. I think I know what this is. It's time for the semifinals. The first match of the semifinals. The Howling Fighting Spirit, Yorisuka Sa-Peng versus the Superman Lido. And the second match, the Fist Eye Narashima Koga versus the Dragon King Gao Ryuki. All four are powerful fighters, but two will be eliminated. Their chances are half and half. Who will be in and who will be out? Notice the demeanor. And I love this. Before I get to the theory, I have to mention this. I love the contrast here. I love that the spotlight that's on Koga, or not Koga, that's on Lido and Sa-Peng. You see the spotlights on them, and like they're excited and they're ready to just go and have fun. And then you see Koga and Ryuki, and you see their demeanor. It's a stark contrast. So I really like that. But now let's get to this theory here. I honestly think Ryuki and Oma were cloned from the connector. Oh, they had to have been cloned from him. They have to. I mean, look at their appearance. Oh my god. Look at the appearances. Look at the appearance. Just look at the hair, look at the jawline, look at the eyes, look at the demeanor. I mean, it makes sense. And fuck, look at the silhouette we had earlier. I mean, yeah, we haven't seen the connector like truly fight, but oh shit, this makes so much sense, doesn't it? Um, but the fallout though between Mukaku and the worm though, and why he took Ryuki and ran, that's the only thing I'm very curious about, and that needs to be explained. That's going to be very interesting. But god, I feel like Mukaku's appearance last chapter and this whole and now this, and kind of like giving us this giving us like this, it feels like this confirmation. Maybe I'm very curious if this, do you guys think this, especially with Kazuo saying that there's a lot of lookalikes. I mean, this is all but confirming that Ryuki and Oma are cloned from him, from the connector. I have to wonder if the original Tokita Nico was cloned from the connector as well. And remember, he was the embodiment of true reincarnation. Ooh, this is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I can't wait to find out more about this. I want to know with the original Tokito Nico what's going on with that. The other Tokito Nico, though, that's where I'm kind of like, I feel like I really think he might have been cloned from Lukaku. I really do. To me, that makes a lot more sense. If he was cloned from Lukaku, I would not be surprised. I'm very curious what you guys think about that. But, I wonder... I have to wonder if the worm, based on this, the worm has definitely been around a lot longer than I think we all realize, even longer than Lukaku's been alive. And I think that Lukaku had to have, I think what happened was Lukaku had to have partnered up with the worm to unite the inside, and he saw how dangerous they were, and he wanted out. I think that's what happened. And I have to wonder if the other Tokita Nico is not a clone of Lukaku. That would be interesting. If he is a clone of Lukaku and that's how he got in, or that's why he went in and joined the worm, was because of that. So that way he'd have, a successor or whatnot. Um, that would be very interesting. And he saw how much of a failure it was. That'd be interesting. I kind of would like to see that. But, or like after like the he saw how his project failed and then turned to the worm, with the other Tokita Nico, and or after the other Tokita Nico like proved how his project failed, some shit like that. Then saw how fucked up the worms were and how what the worms were doing went completely against what he stood for and what he was fighting for, and then had the falling out, and then took Ryuki and left, and trained Ryuki to kill all the worms because there was something going on. The worms were planning to do something to the inside that he didn't like. Some shit like that. I could see it. That they were planning something with, or something on the other Nico's part, the other Tokita Nico's part, that was going to really fuck up the inside. I could see that. Or like the other Tokita Nico like fucked up. He found out the other Tokita Nico like fucked up his project, like compromised his project, and used the worm to do that. Oh, I could see that too. I could definitely see that. Oh, damn straight, I could see it. But again, the question is, where does Setsuna fit in all of this? Because remember, Setsuna is out to kill the worms as well. I have to wonder if Lukaku met with Setsuna during the break, during the time time skip. I have to wonder if that happened as well. And also, the time period, was it when Oma was dead? Was that when the falling out happened with Lukaku and the worm? Again, this will be very interesting when we get that. But the other thing this kind of confirms, if Oma and Ryuki are clones of the connector, what this gives me, and I said that I could see this happening, is that this is very much an Aono Exorcist situation. And let me see how long this video is. I hope this isn't too long. Okay, I'm going to try and summarize it real quick, and then I'll probably do an in-depth, I'll probably do a deep dive video on this later today, but on the connector cloning situation. But what it is basically is that in Aono Exorcism, spoiling it, deal with it, you should be up to date with it, that the demon lords can't have a corporeal form outside of Gehenna. And they have clones, Section 13 had clones created, for vessels, and each clone had its own individual personality and everything, and sentience and all that shit. And then the demon lords would take possession of those bodies, and Father Fujimoto was one of them. And that's what this is kind of giving me. And technically that is reincarnation within itself, but the problem was with those bodies, those vessels did not last very long. No. So I wonder if that's the thing with the connector that's interesting, though, that we don't know yet, is if the connect, and this, because this is why they were saying that they worship the connector. We don't know if this is a devil, like a devil lord situation. That'd be very interesting if this was like a true Aono Exorcist situation. I kind of would like that a lot, because they worship him as a god. If he was like the true founder of, if he was like Alan, and he was the founder of the Westward faction, or hell, even like just the founder of the, or like the original Curie. Now that would be a twist. But anyways, I'm very curious what you guys think. To me, that's what it seems like this is. That this is definitely, that this is an Ano exorcist situation. That the worms are really giving you like some, especially based on what we've seen so far. But this is some Section 13 shit that we have, and I really can't wait to find out where Mukaku fits in all this. That is going to be the most interesting part of all this for me, and also what the connector truly is. I'm very curious what you guys think. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing. I want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so I can keep bringing you more Kengan content. A few ways you can do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.